Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Can everybody hear me okay? Are we doing all right? I hope everything is set up okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am ItsKim. If you've never seen me before, hi, I'm ItsKim. This is my channel. I'm a pop culture commentator and I like to talk about things that interest me. And um, particularly, I love Britney Spears. I love mental health. I love talking about all that good stuff. We usually have a show where we talk about a main topic. Then later on in the episode, we have a halftime where we just kind of all interact together, have a good time, catch up with the community that I call my Space Angels. Hello, Space Angels. And we just like to share time together, have a nice talk. And then after that, we have a section called What the What, where we look at something from around the internet that is interesting, funny, crazy, all that type of stuff, completely separate from anything that is in pop culture. So if you're not super into the main story, don't worry, there's something here for you always. And I'm so happy to be here. Missed you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I really did. I feel like more and more I really want to get to a place where we can do a Friday show, but I think that's going to depend on a lot of different factors, like on a regular basis. So it be what it be, but I'm very, very excited to be here. And let me change over my banner here because we have started. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. That's better. That's better. I'm a professional-ish YouTuber. And thank you so much to General Scott for the 5 gifted memberships. Also, hi, Terry. I just saw your message there. Thank you so much, General Scott, for the gifted memberships. We love to give memberships here. And it makes me so happy when we do. So thank you very, very, very much. And I know I need to double check. I think I had a few PayPal sent to me over the past couple of days, and I'm going to need to pull that up so I can give some love to everybody on that front because I should have had that pulled up, but life happens. Life happens. Katie Artist 94 just sent in a super chat. Thank you for this live, Kim. I had a nightmare weekend. Might not be hopeless now. Time will tell. This is a much needed distraction. Much love. I'm so sorry, Katie. I hope that things are getting better. It's I know there's been I always feel like this is always a month where things happen. And I know that kind of sounds a bit like Kylie Jenner being like, this is the year of realizing things, as silly as that sounds, but sometimes I find in December, I'm always surprised about the way that things go. It's interesting. I mean, we've had an interesting start to December as well, as I've told you guys. And I saw somebody ask me how I was doing um, with my concussion. I'm doing really well. Thank you so much. I think that was DVD asked. So thank you. And I will say also thank you so much to Shauna for the very generous PayPal you gave me last week, as well as Megan. She had such a lovely message that went with that too, of just saying that it was a bright spot of her week. And I really thank you so much for that. It always makes me happy to know that we are having a good time here, that we are doing something that makes people happy and is a bright light. And speaking of which, before we get into the main story, just as I have people come in here and we get going, I gotta share this with you guys. Pearl Jan. Is Pearl Jan here? I'm gonna give her a second. I wanna see. I wanna see.
I can't add her in the chat.
Okay, no worries. Pearl Jan shared this on Threads. She made Christmas ornaments. ItsKim Christmas ornaments. And I was absolutely losing my mind, but these are so, so amazing. Pearl Jan, I know you were like, I don't want, people being like, I don't want you to think that I did this just for a shout out. You deserve a shout out. These are amazing. So there's one that's of the logo, one that says insufficient funds, you ain't got no money. Ooh. The ooh is in there. I was dying. Frank the Christmas Gargoyle from last week. #1 hit song, John Dacre, That's Amore, What the What, and Traumatized by Cruise Control. These are amazing. And I love this community so much. They are awesome. They are awesome. And producer sister and I absolutely love them. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Pearl Jan. You are incredible. You are so talented, and it is awesome. So yeah, if Pearl Jan shows up later, give her lots of love in the chat because she's amazing. She's amazing, and I kind of want some. Like, I don't know how weird it is, like, to say this, but it's like, I don't think I've ever been on somebody else's tree. And the fact that I'm on there with just I have to word this the right way, and I'm sorry. The fact that I'm on there beside this.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Woo.
It's the most amazing thing ever, and I hope you guys understand. It's so awesome. It's awesome. So thank you so much. I was not expecting that in the least, and it's amazing, and it makes me really, really happy. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Like, I know everybody's like just saying, ooh, and like this is amazing. This is amazing. It really is. Yeah, she should add one. The do it for Dan. We could have so many though. It would never stop. There has to be room for other ornaments. It's not about me. Oh gosh. It's so funny. It's so funny. Um, so we have quite a topic today. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna get really, really honest through this whole thing. I'm gonna be real here. And I'm not gonna lie, there may be part of this that makes me a little bit emotional, but we're gonna get through it. We are gonna get through this, and I'm gonna be fine. Um, quick ask: are we still good? Do we prefer this, or do we prefer this? The main consensus was that people preferred this. So let me know if you prefer me bigger or smaller, and I will do my best to be able to accommodate that. Thank you so much to Jean Rick for the super sticker. I gotta say, I love the hippos. I love the hippos, and I'm getting these messages now, like private messages of all of these hippos, and it's making me so happy. I will never say no to hippo super stickers. They're amazing. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of people saying bigger. All right, then that's where we'll stay. We'll try it again today, and we'll keep going. Amanda Lurian, bigger with a side of Lacey. I know I need another camera for her. We're gonna need a camera for her, the Lacey cam, because she's super cute. Oh, Tickles, thank you so much for the heart. That's so kind of you. Thank you for the super chat. You are amazing. You are amazing. I hope you know, like we had a little conversation privately not too long ago. Not privately, but like in one of our chats, and Tinkle shared quite a bit um about himself and his life and some of the things he's been involved with. And you are incredible. You are incredible, and I hope you know that I really do mean that. I really, really do. All right. Bell's Corner. Did I miss anything yet? No, you haven't missed anything yet. I mean, we have some awesome Christmas ornaments, but we're getting into the main topic now. So, is Britney trolling Jamie Lynn? Spoiler alert, I don't know, but we're going to go through everything. Oh my goodness, you guys. DVD gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much. Welcome to the 15 new Space Angels now today. That is absolutely amazing. I love this. I love having people join this community. It means the world to me. And I'm happy that we are creating a place where people can come and have fun and be themselves. And that is awesome. I am going to stop looking at the chat for now because I do have to focus. But I will absolutely respond to messages and support when we are through the main topic. So please don't think that I have forgotten about you, because I certainly have not. Okay, so we always have to do our disclaimers. We got to be honest here. This stream will include speculation and opinion. It absolutely will today. And it should not be taken as fact. Always do your own research. Links to the sources are in the description. So if you ever have questions that's about kind of like why I have come to the conclusion that I have, why I have the opinion that I do, I have a document in the description of this video. It is a source document. So basically you look through it and you can see all the links of the things I've read that have helped me form this opinion. So you can do your own research and come to your own conclusions. And also, hi, YouTube human reviewer. Nothing explicit is going to be shown. I have blocked out trigger words, all those types of things. We go to a lot. We have a lot of effort spent here between my sister and myself to make sure that things are appropriate for your community guidelines, because we want to respect this platform. And viewers, please do not send hate to anybody. Just don't. It's not cute. We don't appreciate it. And this is also, I realized I didn't say earlier, if you are watching on the replay, hi, we're going to have timestamps in the top comment below, so you can jump around in this stream to whatever you want to watch. And off we go. So, Britney has made a lot of posts over the weekend, and people are talking. And in particular, we're gonna get into all of it. But first, we're gonna talk about, is Britney trolling us? I don't know, because Britney posted a video of her sister with a message saying that she was proud of Jamie Lynn for her time on Dancing with the Stars. And page 6 has an article on it that we're going to read through. I think they summarize and give a bit of context. So here we go. So as you can see there, that's the lovely picture that Britney picked. A lot of people have feelings about that, but we'll get into that. So Britney Spears briefly shows support for Jamie Lynn Spears' Dancing with the Stars run, and then deletes the post. So Britney briefly supported her sister before deciding to delete the Instagram post. The Toxic Singer shared a photo of Zoe 101 alum on her account on Sunday and wrote, "I'm so proud of my sister. She did so good on Dancing with the Stars." Britney's sudden surge of pride over Jamie Lynn's performance, despite being eliminated from the ABC competition series during its second episode, may be due to their fragile reconciliation after their fallout over the Sweet Magnolias actress's memoir. They are speaking, a source to Britney recently told Page 6. Co-competitor Tyson Beckford told Page 6 after Lynn's surprising elimination he was disappointed by the votes. "It was kind of sad to see Jamie Lynn leave because we were bonded and I worked with her sister," said the model, who starred in Britney's Toxic music video in 2004. "I wanted to do something with her as well because she's fun people. Hopefully we'll do something later on the acting side." Okay. Beckford described the Zoe 102 star, 32, as being straight funny, adding that she had the cast rolling by just being herself with her southern twang. "We're really going to miss her," he added. Following her elimination, Jamie Lynn appeared on the UK reality show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here before quitting 10 days later because of medical issues. However, a source at ITV told us that she was wary of being asked about her family. "Her appearance was quite tightly managed," said the insider. When a fellow contestant and former champion jockey, Frankie Dettori, asked Jamie Lynn, "Is it true you don't get on with your sister Britney now?" she simply replied, I love my sister." Back in February, Jamie Lynn bawled her eyes out as she quit Fox's Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, after just 2 days, saying that she missed her daughters, Maddie and Ivy. Yeah. Okay. So that's the article version of it. But the thing is, fans have questions. So Breathe Heavy, which is one of the biggest Britney fan sites on the internet, it's run by Jordan Miller, and it's been around for like ever and ever and ever. So from his Instagram account, they tweeted out, "Britney has to be trolling Jamie Lynn," with like a crying laughing face. And I have to tell you, based on these comments, a lot of people feel this way, saying, "OMG, for a sec I thought she was serious, but wait, you're probably right. She trolling. She deleted the post. That was shade for sure. If y'all can't see that she's being shady AF, then I don't know what to tell y'all." um, yeah, it's I understand it. The idea of her posting it and then just taking it down so suddenly, it does feel like a message being sent. So the whole thing is, honestly, I don't know how I feel. Um, Brittany has absolutely made sarcastic messages in the past, so this could be shade. And she has many, many reasons to be mad at her sister. Just list a few of them. I mean, selling her out with that Dollar Tree book that she wrote was disgusting. The fact that she's still kind of, you know, seems to be loyal to Lou Taylor, also disgusting. Dragging Britney for saving her mother from an abusive marriage, also disgusting in my opinion. Um, and I also have to say, if the rumors are true that Britney's dad is staying with Jamie Lynn, that has a lot of red flags in itself. We've talked about that in the past, that reportedly Britney was really angry about it because, for those of you that don't know, their father, Jamie Spears, has had a long battle with alcoholism and recently was in rehab and was released. And from what we've heard in the media, he has relapsed. And he also has a history of being violent towards his grandchildren, to the point that one of Britney's children actually had a restraining order against him, that was filed by Kevin, to protect them from Jamie. So there's a lot of people that had feelings about potentially Jamie being in the same household as these younger children, Maddie and Ivy. So there was a lot there. There's a lot of reasons why people have issues. with her right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if how Britney feels is complicated, to say the least. And I'm on the fence. At the very least, I don't think that everything is in the past between the two of them. And I completely understand Britney having trouble trusting or having layered emotions when it comes to this issue. Um, so I think we're gonna have to watch the posts where she talks about Jamie Lynn very closely. I'm sure she will say more as time goes on about how she feels, but I think right now, I think the idea that it could be genuine because she's trying to repair these relationships is very plausible, and I think the idea that it was sarcastic and a bit shady is very plausible as well. And I honestly wanna ask you guys what you think about that, because I don't know. So maybe we'll do a poll in a little bit. I would love to know your thoughts on that front. But to that point, Brittany made another post over the weekend about being single. And I really wanted to share this with you guys because I love it so much. There's a lot in it, and there's a few parts in particular that I want to talk about. And I don't think that this is Brittany trolling in any way. I think this is her getting really, really honest. One thing that Brittany said when the conservatorship ended was that she wasn't here to be a victim and that she wanted to advocate for people with real disabilities and real illnesses and a corrupt system and all that stuff. And I think part of how she's doing that sometimes is by her just being open and honest about what she's feeling. Um, and something she said in here really hit me in a different way. So I wanted to go through this with you guys as well, if you guys are cool with that. So page 6 reported Britney Spears says that it was weird being single, that it's so weird being single amid divorce from estranged husband Sam Asghari. Britney Spears is reflecting on her new single life nearly 4 months after estranged husband Sam Asghari filed for divorce. It's so weird being single. I've had a lot of time to really look back with all the good and the bad, the toxic singer wrote in a lengthy post shared on Instagram on Sunday. I've realized I don't talk to myself that nicely at all. I'm easily manipulated and I wear my heart on my sleeve, but I'm definitely changing all that. Spears, who was with Asghari for 7 years before the split, added that she's honestly bored from doing the same thing every day as a single woman. However, she noted that she is proud of her life today. The way I live my life is mine, she continued, adding, I've had so many people interfere with that, but to know it's okay to be selfish with my life and enjoy it is amazing. So, this was the part that I wanted to get really honest about, because I also feel like this kind of ties in a bit with probably why her emotions with her sister are so complicated. And it's this idea of her saying, I know it's okay to be selfish. And this is something that it really leapt off the page because my goodness, has this been a thing when I reflect on the past year, past years, um, it really it really hits, and I think that a lot of people are gonna relate to this, so I wanna talk about it for a minute. Something I've talked a lot about in my own personal life over the past few years is the idea of what is selfish. And I say that because there was someone in my life that I was close to that used that word as a weapon. It was wielded when that person didn't get their way, and ultimately was in situations that it wasn't about them. Um, but they just wanted things their way, and they wanted to shame me into getting their way, robbing me of that joy of being able to experience things the way that I wanted to in my own life. Um, and also wanted to shame me for having my life the way that I wanted it to be. And it wasn't hurting anybody. It was very much just living my life. And I'm not going to say anything else about it because I don't want to identify anyone. And to be quite blunt, I wouldn't be surprised if that person is watching at some point. But being told that I was selfish because I wanted control of my own life started to open my eyes about how that word could be used. And selfish is defined as being concerned excessively or exclusively with oneself, seeking or concentrating on one's own advantage, pleasure, well being, or without regard for others, or arising from concern with one's own welfare, advantage in disregard of others. But the thing is, I think sometimes you have to be selfish. And honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't. I think there is a part of this word that needs to be claimed back because I think the world has been weaponized by people who are truly selfish and know that some people, particularly people that are people pleasers, with a tendency to please people, and they never want to be viewed that way. They don't want to be viewed as selfish, which is why they're so people pleasing all the time. They're trying to make everybody happy around them constantly. Um, and they don't want to be viewed that way. So if a selfish person then tells the people pleasing person that they are selfish, it is devastating. But perhaps they're just trying to protect themselves or enjoy their lives in a way that isn't hurting anybody. And living your life isn't selfish, it's your birthright. And nobody should be shamed for finding their own way in life. And in Britney's case, I think she's been surrounded by a lot of truly selfish people. And she's done her best to keep the peace. She's been very open about that. As you read through her book, you really start to get that feeling that it's like she just tried to take care of everybody. She wanted everybody to be safe. She wanted there to be peace. She wanted everyone to be okay. And then look what it took from her. How these people were enabled to just take more and more and more and more from her to the point that they took her freedom. And now being selfish to sorry. In my opinion, I think Britney is long overdue for being selfish. And bluntly put, I think that selfishness might have been what was part of saving her life. Her deciding she'd had enough and to fight for herself. And I mean, being selfish to the detriment of other people is wrong. And what I mean by that is I'm looking at people like Jamie, like Lou, like Jamie Lynn, people that put themselves first and took advantage of Britney as much as possible because it benefited them. But being selfish when you're not hurting anyone else in an effort to better yourself, to find inner peace and to heal isn't wrong. In my opinion, it's self-care. And if you're surrounded by people who are stopping you from doing that, it's probably needed. So from that point, I would just say, good for you, Britney. Be selfish. Be as selfish as you want, because you had enough people around you being so incredibly selfish and I'm not just talking about the conservatorship. I'm talking before that. I'm talking like to the point that you were providing for your family as a child because your father was off doing heaven knows what. And you were doing your best to be able to save your family. Be selfish now. It is your time to be selfish. It should have been your time to be selfish years ago, but let this be the time for her to be selfish. And I am fully in support of that. I also did want to mention, if this is something that you're struggling with, because I think a lot of people are. Whenever I've talked about this with people in my life, it always seems that there's stories that come with it. And oddly enough, our saga today that we're going to be starting, producer sister was saying, oddly enough, this is very appropriate of what we're going to be getting into. When I was really going through it last year, and I had somebody in my life exit my life that was very difficult. I discovered a song by the artist Tinashe, who actually collaborated with Britney on Slumber Party on the Glory album, and the song's called The Chase. And it's about self-worth, and it's about putting yourself first when others won't. And realizing that you're worth it, that you are one in a million, that you shouldn't have to chase anyone or sacrifice yourself for that love in return. And recognizing when a relationship is unhealthy and knowing that it's okay to walk away. And it can be about so many things. I highly recommend it. And if you need to hear some encouragement on that front today, I strongly recommend you check it out. So again, it's called Tinashe, The Chase. You can look it up on YouTube. It's fantastic. And if you're struggling with that, my love to you, because I know it's really, really difficult. But I loved that she used that word and saying that it's okay, because it is. It's okay for you to take care of yourself. Period. And it really makes me sad that I feel like we sometimes have to have that conversation. Other than that, to wrap up the main topic today, I did want to address something because this has been making the rounds when it comes to Britney. And this is a rumor. According to an insider, RCA wants Britney to release an album in the summer of 2024 because the label is excited about the sales of the book. If she didn't want to go into the studio and record, they intend to release an album with songs that did not make the cut in the past. I have thoughts about this. It might not be what you expect. And I'm debating on doing a deep dive about this as a standalone video. So if you guys can let me know if you would be interested in watching that as opposed to it being a live, can you hit a 1 in the chat? Because there's a lot of moving pieces. And I think something that is really important to keep in mind is that Britney is still under contract. She still owes RCA an album. Regardless of how we feel about any of this, that is a reality. And I have emotions, I have feelings. Let me know what you think. And we can all talk about that through halftime as well, if you guys would like. So that is the main topic. Hope that is all good. And I will put this back to the normally screen. There we go. I just see I missed a support. Thank you so much, Tinkle, again. My goodness. Britney was my first concert, and I stan, as we all should, we stan a queen. We stan. That is the appropriate reaction. That's a complete appropriate reaction. I am just going to pull up. I had to close my my live thing. I'm trying to save my bandwidth so it's better for you guys. There we go. Okay, so let's do a poll. Let us do poll. Do you think that Britney was shading Jamie Lynn? Yes or no? And if you guys are having trouble seeing it, because I know that the app's being really weird, and some people are, the top option is yes, the bottom option is no. And the question is, do you think that Britney was shading Jamie Lynn? So yes on the top, no on the bottom, if you guys can't see it. Yeah. Okay. So we are now in our halftime. I didn't see any of the comments while I was going through everything. I hope you guys are okay with what I said about the selfishness thing. I just think it's important to talk about, and that self-care is important. Cause it is. DVD just said, so do you think they're gonna pull songs from the archive without her input? That's shady, but I get that she's still under contract. My hope would be that it would be with her input. And that's kind of part of what I want to get into. I think something that's really important to remember is that Britney was really, really focused on the production and the writing and everything to do with Glory. She wrote that in her book, that was a huge part of her getting her fire back. And that she really wanted to do more with those songs. She wanted to perform them more. She wanted to do more with them. And she was constantly told no. And I wonder how much, when we talk about Glory, was blocked. Because she couldn't even perform those songs like on her own Vegas residency. They wouldn't let her. They one of them, I believe it was Change Your Mind. She really wanted to do something with it. And then they made it into like a video intro. She couldn't even perform it. So I think there are probably a lot of things that she's worked on over the years that maybe haven't been allowed to see the light of day, whether or not those are things that I guess, how do I word this? This is my speculation and opinion, to be very, very clear. I would not be surprised if there were things that she worked on that she loved that got blocked as a way to control her. Just straight up. And if that's the case, I really hope that the stuff that she was really passionate about does see the light of day, because if you guys have not heard Glory from beginning to end, you should. The thing is solid. It is absolutely solid. So I know there's a lot over the years. I also think that it's important to remember that when she was working on Blackout, The you know what? I can pull this up. Let me see if I can find a good list of this. There are a lot of unreleased songs from Blackout. And yeah, so this is I could just say this is from BritneyRemix.com, and it's called Blackout the Rarities. So this is just something that fans have put together of demos that leaked for Brit. Yeah, so literally they have this up, the fan made album, because this is all leaks. We've got all of this stuff. All this stuff that didn't make it. And I can tell you a lot of this stuff is really, really good and people are obsessed with it. Um there's a lot. So she's done a massive amount of work over the years, and if she hasn't been able to put things out the way that she wants to, I hope that maybe there is a way that some of that stuff can see the light of day, and maybe that's a happy medium between her and RCA to get something out to complete the contract, and then if she wants to walk away from doing music entirely, she can. It's over. She has nothing over her head, and if she does ever decide to come back, she can renegotiate whatever contract she wants. Bluntly put. So I think it's a difficult situation to figure things out. Let me see here. Marcia just said, I feel like they say money, money, money. Plus, they probably want that contract to be filled. Understandable on both sides. Yeah. And the thing is, too, Britney does have to make money. She does. Right? I mean, Spotify's not paying big dollars, guys, for streaming. Let's be real, right? There has to be a way for her to have money come in. And we also don't know how much money has been essentially taken from her estate at this point, allegedly. And I'm sure that that will continue. And even if she does go after it, who says they can even get it, essentially, right? So I hope that there's things that they can set up for her that she'll be able to have a good income and will be able to enjoy her life the way that she wants to. That's my ultimate goal for her. But there are unfortunately sometimes things that have to get cleaned up first, which sucks. Jackie Swan just said, sometimes selfish is self-preservation, and we all need to practice that from time to time. Yep. Yep. Emily said there has to be some loophole in the contract with the conservatorship change. Maybe it could terminate the contract. And that's the thing. I don't know if there is. It's the thing is the loophole would have to be consistent with laws that are already in place. And I think something we've learned quite a bit while watching this whole situation is the rights of people in a conservatorship are not very well protected. And it's going to take a long time for those types of changes to be made in the law for there to be stuff like this. I could see moving forward something changing, that maybe there would be, if you got a good entertainment lawyer and you're signing a contract, that it would be something like if something happens to do with my health or whatever, that there was some type of a loophole that the contract would then be terminated. But I doubt that that's what's in the original contract that has been signed. So, and again, that's my opinion. And I'm not a legal expert nor a business expert. I'm just, from what I've gathered, I did go to business school, but you know what I'm saying. It's complicated. It's complicated. And I'm sure if there is a way for them to do something, Rosengard will figure it out. Let's be real. Anyone remember in the was it the New York Times documentary about Britney, that Jamie's lawyer at the time was like, I've never seen anyone get out of a conservatorship. And I was like, there's a first time for everything. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, Aria, thanks to my boyfriend, I am learning to do more self-care. Good. Good. That's awesome. Yeah. Little Monster 414, it's a good thing to be selfish, especially when needed. I wish I could be selfish. I would have a lot more peace in my life. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. Where is it? Lulu's mom said, I think it would be healthy for her to step in and do her thing and to put out a product that has her signature professionalism all over it. And that's a whole thing too, right? I mean, I understand that she's likely not going to want to go back to entertainment the way that it was before, as she should not, because it wasn't the way that she wanted it. It wasn't her free will, right? But at the same time, she is a performer. She's still performing in her front hallway. you know? So I guess we'll see. We'll see. Yes, DVD. Ooh, I wonder if she could do a Taylor-esque remake of a bunch of songs she couldn't do the way she wanted to originally. That would be great. And to be honest, I have wondered about that too, because she's talked about that she wanted to do remixes of her old songs and do things her way. Let her do things her way. Let her do things her way and leave on her own terms. I think that would be great for her if that would be possible. Oh, Asher's mama said, "Hi, everyone. I just renewed my membership. My gifted one was about to expire. Thanks again to whoever gifted me. This is the best community. Thank you so much for joining and renewing. That's amazing. And I'm so happy to see that you decided to do that. That really warms my heart. And also, thank you so much for the gifted memberships that you guys do. I love that we're able to include more people in this community, and that's an option that we have here because I want things to be as inclusive as possible. That's always a goal for me. Yeah. Let me see here. Benjamin just said, "I'd love another Elton John song that she can do." I mean, I could see them working together again, but I think it's going to be a while until they do that. So, producer sister though, and I have been rooting for this for a long time. Manifesting.
Putting it out there.
I feel like this and Taylor Swift's Reputation Stadium version of I Did Something Bad or My Roman Empires. These are my two. I think about this on a daily basis. Why? Why? It would be so beautiful. Scream Part 2 or
2.0 Britney.
yeah, the Scream 2.0, or I want them to do a redo of All Night Don't Stop. Just yes. Yes. Little Monster 414, maybe she could sign a new contract just as Britney, like when Prince changed his name to keep making music. I don't know. We could see. I mean, I'm sure there would be different situations. We'll figure it out. I think if this rumor is true, we're probably going to see a lot more discussion about it, because if Britney doesn't want to do it, I think she's going to talk about it. Let's be real, right? No one's telling her she can't talk about that, I would assume. So there's no reason. Exactly. And Gunner Girl said, Britney loves to sing and dance. It's in her soul. And that's when she's at peace. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, I don't want her to do it if she doesn't want to do it. But at the same time, if it's a part of who she is and it's part of what she needs to do to heal, to take that control back for herself, then I'm totally in support of it. Woman X, Britney and Janet, I would die. I know. Me too. Let's be real. Oh, Little Monster 414. Britney and Taylor together would be my Roman Empire. What is your Roman Empire? Let me know in the chat. For those of you that don't know what I'm joking about, is there was a trend, I think like a couple months ago now, that it kind of became a running gag that you would ask the men in your life how often they talk about the Roman Empire or they think about the Roman Empire. And everybody kind of was like, well, they probably, like, ladies were like, they probably wouldn't say that often. And then whenever we talk to the guys, they're like, oh yeah, like on a weekly, daily basis. And it's like, why? Why? Why are we all talking about the Roman Empire? Where did this even come from? And the thing was, I thought it was very, very silly. And I fully went up to like my husband and I said to him, I'm like, when was the last time you thought about the Roman Empire? And he's like, yesterday. And then just started talking. And I was dying. And I actually I watched one of Emily D. Baker's lives, and she had a similar thing with her husband and her son. And I was like, what is happening? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Carbonate Stardust. If Britney and Janet did a collab, I hope they shade Justin. I mean, they could. That'd be great if they sampled Cry Me a River. And Like I Love You. Merge them together. That would be lovely. I would support that 100,000,000%. Oh my gosh. Here we go, the Roman Empire. Katie heard a study for the actual Roman Empire. Lol, I'm a history buff. And that's the thing. There are a lot of things that relate back to the Roman Empire. I totally get that. Let me see here. Project Metal Music. Never really talk about the Roman Empire. All right. That's fair. Carbonized Stardust. For me, it's the Celts. Bring out my blue-faced handbag. Oh my gosh. Emily just said, I asked my boyfriend how often he thinks about the Roman Empire, and he said, well, the sun never sets on it, so yeah, Asher, mom, it blew my mind. It's actually true. Lula's mom, OMG, that's so true. My husband was talking about running water and the Romans creating aqueducts. right? Like, oh my gosh. Oh, Marianne, I listen to several Roman Empire broadcasts weekly. What is happening? There are several? How many Roman Empire podcasts are there? Is this like a whole demographic of pop culture I need to know about? This is the Roman Empire. Like, it's just insane. It's so insane. Carbonate Stardust said, I brought up this subject to a guy, and he said that I was crazy. Men don't obsess about the Roman Empire. A week later, during a debate, he brought up the Roman Empire. I just started staring at him. Bro got called out. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yep. Lula's mom, I never thought about that before. Oh my goodness. Where is it? Little Monster 414. The Taylor fandom has been doing this all year with the Roman Empire. I ask all my guy friends, and they really try to answer it, and I have no idea. We've been trolling all the men this year. Oh my gosh, General Scott, are we talking about the period kings, Republican Rome, or Imperial Rome eras? I don't know. I don't know. This is the I don't know anything about this. I know nothing about this. Predators, are you not entertained? Oh my goodness. Sorry, period of case. It's fine. I get what you mean. Jackie Swenson, I'm a historian and studied the Roman Empire in Britain. There are loads of docs on it. I don't understand it. I don't know where it comes from.
Okay, at least if you're a historian, that makes sense.
Yeah, like I get the historian, right? Like obviously if you're a historian, it does mean things, but it's just to me a DVD, yeah, it's just bizarre. Now I want to ask all the men in my life. Yep. It's absolutely bananas. I honestly felt like we were all getting trolled. Like I honestly wondered, like, do the you know how they think that like how do I word this? You know, when people say that there's like an LGBTQ agenda, which I do not believe in, I'm like, do they have meetings? Do they all meet up and talk about things and figure out what they're going to do? Do men have Roman Empire meetings that we don't know about? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Emily said, that's her first mistake as a YouTuber. You have to know a lot about the Roman Empire. Wait, the Roman Empire or the Holy Roman Empire? My BF. Bro, as a YouTuber, I'm on a Christmas tree. Knowing nothing about the Roman Empire. I think I did okay. Oh my gosh. It's just bizarre. It's so bizarre. Oh. Kyle, yeah, I walk away for a few minutes. Where did this Roman Empire talk come from? That's a great question. Honestly, the whole thing is ridiculous. Oh, Jackie Alonso, my husband's favorite movie, and I ruined it by calling it Caesar's son, Little Caesar. Is it bad that when people talk about Caesar now, my stupid millennial brain immediately goes back to Mean Girls and just goes like, Brutus is just as cute as Caesar, and that whole we should totally just say that. I can't say the word, but you know what I mean. The Mean Girls jokes. The limit does not exist. They are everywhere. Oh my gosh. If you watch Doctor Who, there's a whole other level to that joke, Katie Artist 94. I believe you. Oh. Pizza. Okay, we gotta keep going. We can't talk about the Roman Empire all day.
You started it.
I know some people can, but we can't do it all day long. I just think that it's bizarre. To me, it's bizarre. Oh. Let me double check here. Carbonized, really? The Romans didn't even invent Caesar's salad. We can thank Mexico for that. We'll say the Hawaiian pizza was created in Canada. We're the crazy people that did Hawaiian.
You're welcome.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Pineapple does belong on pizza. It's amazing. It is amazing. Serbia, I effing love their crazy bread. Garlic bread! Oh my goodness. The things we talk about on this channel, how weird things get. It's bizarre. Is Jules here for talking about Hawaiian pizza? Because we always have that joke. Jules, I believe, hates pineapple on pizza, and I happen to love it. I happen to love it. And people bug her about that. Oh, DVD, pineapple, pepperoni every time. It's good. It's good. It's very good. Carbonized Stardust, and that, Kim, is Canada's worst food crime. In my opinion, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. You're entitled to your wrong opinion. That's okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, we just have fun. We just have fun. Oh gosh, all the pineapples. Where is Kyle? What are we going to talk about? Just sweet and na. We know it's coming. We know it's coming. Avenged Supreme, fantastic. I did not know this. Caesar's Palace is in fact not where Caesar grew up. The more you know. Dun dun dun. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi Nikki, watching from the beginning. Hey Kim, hey folks. I hope you get to this point and I say hi back. Well, you guys, we definitely have. Sorry?
What is a special Christmas pizza?
Oh, Marion had a special Christmas pizza on the weekend. It was nice. What is a Christmas pizza?
I have made a Christmas flatbread.
What's a Christmas pizza? This is missing from my life. What is a Christmas pizza?
Is it like the flatbread I made?
I have questions. I kind of want to Google this now. Is it just that you had like pizza for Christmas as opposed to having like traditional? Oh no, there's like Christmas tree pizzas. Interesting. This is like a whole thing. Oh, that's so cute. Somebody made a wreath.
Turkey, sausage, stuffing, and cranberries. So similar to the one I did.
Interesting. Yeah, so Marion just said turkey, sausage, stuffing, and cranberry. That's kind of neat. I like that idea. Doing new things. I just saw this picture. I think that's cute. It's a wreath. Why not? Oh, you could take the dough out of the middle and make little like cheesy bites. That could be good. That could be good. Kyle said candy cane dessert pizza. You guys, we're getting creative. I love this. I love the creative food. Why not? Why not? Lexi, yucky. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. Well, we have a what the what to start today. It is another saga that producer sister has worked on quite extensively. I am excited for this one. I've been told it is long, so we've got lots of content to come regarding this one. If you guys are on board for that. I love you guys are all just talking about the different types of pizzas you made. Oh my goodness. Yes, love the sagas. Love the sagas. I do too. I do too. I think they're fun. We get really invested. I still have my wine. So I don't think I'm going to need it today. Hopefully. Maybe. Am I going to need my wine?
Maybe not today, but later on.
Yeah.
This saga?
Yeah. Emily just said, I hope this one doesn't make me as mad as the wedding mom. What the what? You know what? If it makes us mad, at least we can be mad together, right? Like we can all collectively experience it and comfort one another and be, you know, cathartic almost, that we can all just kind of agree on something potentially. So it's all good. It is all good. All right. So this is it. Here is the new saga. I'm just going to get everything all set up for me to be able to read. I should probably actually end the poll. I'm going to end the poll because it looks like we are sitting that 78% of you think that Britney was shading Jamie Lynn, and 21% of you do not. So, I mean, that's it's interesting. It's interesting. Gosh, Asher's mom, the sagas have become my Roman Empire. Yes. Yes. Oh, let me see here. Yes, cruise control is done. We are moving on from that. We are moving on from it.
There are many characters in this one.
Oh, Sarah B, why did you say that? The cinnamon dessert pizza at Papa Murphy's, my word. Dessert pizza. Dessert pizza.
Back in the day with Pizza Hut and their dessert buffet.
Yeah, back in the day, Pizza Hut and their dessert buffet. Oh, amazing. Oh, Zora Zabi. Hi, I just joined. Hi. Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. Lacey's dreaming. I have to wake her up. Lacey. Oh, it's okay, baby. It's all right. I don't know if you guys heard that. She did like this little woof. Do you want to say hello to everyone? Can we pick you up? Okay. All right. Here we go. Everybody say hi, Lacey. Hi, Lacey. Yeah, she just has this little whoop. It's like, whoop, whoop. That's all it is. Sometimes I see her run a little bit. I think she's chasing a ball. It's super cute. It's super cute. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm ready. I'm going to move this over here so it's easier for me to read. I have too many monitors. Boom, boom. Okay. The story of the sister-in-law who demands a holiday. Here we go. Oh, gosh. Oh, Tinkle, sorry, I have to put this up. Doggo Dream Bucks, thank you so much, Tinkle. I really do appreciate that. It's very sweet of you. Any support stickers or anything you send in, I'll do my best to try to stay with it on this one to the best of my ability. Because I know these are long and I want to be able to continually have discussion with you, but it can be hard with the way things are set up. But anyway, here we go. New saga. Let's go. Producer Sister's note. This is an ongoing story that was first posted about in July 2020. The most recent post being from November 2023. This will be a multi-part saga. Today's portion will cover posts between July 2020 and December 2020. This is a cautionary tale for those who believe that money will solve all problems and what it causes people to turn into. Please be advised that there are some acts of DV, but also consequences of these actions. So trigger warning to you guys. My understanding is there's one event in today's. Okay, so just so you guys are aware, if you do need support, I always have links in the description for support with mental health always, as well as DV and EDs and all that stuff. If you need help, go check out those links. There's international links for you. So wherever you are in the world, help is available and you deserve it. So just putting that out there. P.S. For all those still in shock from the previous saga and the betrayal of dear husband, don't worry. Based on what has been written of this saga to this date, we are still fans of this dear husband. So there is another dear husband in this story, but it's not that dear husband. Everybody good on that? I also have to say thank you so much to Carbonized Stardust for the 10 gifted memberships. That is so kind of you. That brings our gifted memberships up to 25 today, which I love to see. Thank you so much for your generosity, Carbonized, and welcome to all of the new Space Angels that have just joined us. Feel free to check out all of the special content on the main channel page just for you. Made it just for you, and I'm so happy for you to be a part of it. Okay. Yeah, sorry, it's just seeing Reebok. Dear husband gave me trust issues. We all had trust issues. I have never been so like blown away and so hurt and so betrayed, personally victimized. It was so wrong. Oh, thank you, Carbonized. It is the season. It is the season. It's very kind of you. I definitely feel the love. Dear husband made my allergy to marriage even worse. Oh, yeah, that dear husband sucks. But hopefully this dear husband will be better. I'm guessing he's better.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Just what I know I'm mentioning is going to be DV and that where it's not
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah. Okay. So this is from 3 years ago on July 3rd of 2020. The story of a sister-in-law who demands a holiday. This is a burner account since people I know follow me on Reddit. I can't go into too many details due to anonymity. Also, very, very long story. Apologies. To start, I am a 46-year-old female. I'm married. I have 3 kids. 10 years ago, we came into money. A lot of money. I worked hard in my specific field, which earns a lot, and I had done some smart investments and they had paid out. I'd steadily been adding to my bank account for these years. My husband considers this my money, and we don't have a prenup. Hence, I will talk as if it was mine, or as it is mine. When the first payload came in, I did what my husband and I had always discussed if we would have the money. The mortgage was paid off. I bought a new car and I managed to buy a nice house in our favorite holiday destination. We rent this one out to a very nice family for most of the year. We set up college funds for our children, each an equal amount, which should be enough to pay for 5 years. If there's money left from the fund, the children can use this as a down payment on their own house or apartment. Very smart. I like the way that that's set up. That's wise. When the money kept coming in, thanks to the investments in my work, I looked towards what could be done for my immediate family. My husband has 2 sisters, and we have 5 nieces and nephews on his side from one of the sisters. Okay. My brother has 2 children as well. It was decided that all of the nieces and nephews would have college funds as well, for the same amount as my children, under the same strict stipulations. I would get the information about the costs and make sure that everything is paid. My eldest niece had already started going to college, so I paid the amount already paid to her parents to keep everything fair. She managed to finish within the 4 years and still has some money left. Okay. That's very generous of her to do. That's 7 other kids.
Yes.
So she's paid for the education of 7 children
Plus her own.
plus her own in her family.
Yes.
Wow. That's a lot of money. Like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
My goodness. Because, wow, that's like, I'm doing math in my head. I say that's at least $500,000.
She does say later on that she's not in the States and secondary education is not as expensive as they are as it is in the US.
Okay, full disclosure, producer sister did inform me later on we're going to find out they're not in the US and post-secondary isn't as expensive, but it's still expensive.
Yes, it's still
Right? It's still a lot. I had an accountant, dear friend, find out that it would be beneficial to my brother and one of my sister-in-laws in regards to their mortgage. I paid off the majority for the both of them. Oh my goodness. Wow. My parents were sent on a nice trip since their house was already paid off, and for both of my in-laws and the other sister-in-law's rent, I paid a certain amount. Okay, so she paid a bunch of their rent to save them money. Part of that money goes to charity at home and abroad. I also set up some college funds for the children of our closest friends and family members. As a treat, hubby, little ones, and I went on a paid by us/me vacation, which both of my extended family in his. Wow. That's so awesome. I love the generosity. That's amazing. Now, at this point, everyone is very grateful. Oh no. However, one of the sister-in-laws has a need to be in the spotlight, or that one or all of her children need to be. She's nice to my face, but I know for a fact that she has been bad-mouthing me, making passive-aggressive remarks about me and my work and my person, but always in such a manner that you would be the B or the a-hole, I assume, if you would say something. So this woman, so she specified that her husband has 2 sisters. One of the sisters has the 5 children.
Yes. This sister.
So this sister, the one that's bad-mouthing her, is the one that has 5 children that she has paid for their education
And their mortgage.
and their mortgage. Girl, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. That's gross. And if you have an issue with her, obviously she cares about you. Why would you not have a conversation with her and try to work things out? I had the feeling I'm not going to like this person.
Oh no, you're not gonna like.
I'm not going to like her. Okay. My usual tactic, and one that works always, is play the innocent/dumb one and nitpick on what she says. I've managed to shut her up many times without being classified as a B. Not a bad way to play it. Not a bad way to play it. My favorite is always like if somebody says something to you that's really disrespectful, I just kind of always go like, "Can you repeat that? You said it once, you can say it again. I want to make sure I'm clear on exactly what it was you just said. And you're going to say it again." You know, your intrusive thoughts won and you thought you were doing something, but that's nuh-uh. So the past few years, sister-in-law has been hinting that I should pay for a very nice, all-inclusive resort holiday for her and her family abroad since I have the money. Girl, you don't have to pay for your mortgage anymore. Why don't you do it?
Or save for your kids' education.
Yeah, you don't have to save for your kids' education and you don't have to pay your mortgage. Take your own kids to Bora Bora. What's your problem? Sorry. Like, let's just be real. If everybody here, if everyone here, because like I'm a normal person, like everybody else, if we all didn't have to pay rent or mortgage, like how much more freer would our finances be? That's a lot of money every month that all of a sudden you would have, and now you have for the next, I don't know, 30 years potentially, unless you decide to buy a nicer house and an upgrade. But that's on you, right? That's your choice. Note, they have saved the money that would have initially been used for the college funds of their kids, money that has barely been used. Okay. COVID hit and she has been silent, and she and her husband took and still take it very seriously. Now that the restrictions are mostly lifted, she had a birthday party for her and her son, since her son really wanted to have a party. No biggie. We showed up with a gift for her and her son, all as well. Birthday boy got a voucher to buy a tent or camping gear that he wanted. Sister-in-law got a voucher to use whatever way she wanted. I added some sunscreen, drinks, and such, as I knew she wanted to go on a holiday of sorts. Or so we thought. She asks what our holiday plans are. We say that we won't be crossing any foreign borders, stay in the home country, and we booked a cabin somewhere for a week. Very nice, not luxurious or anything, but we would still need to cook and go grocery shopping. Sister-in-law starts on the, "Oh, how nice. We're still thinking about what we want to do." My lovely hubby and I both have an inkling what she's hinting at, so we start spouting ideas in hope of avoiding tragedy. We have our family at one place. Maybe they could stay there for a weekend or so. There is a campsite somewhere else with entertainment for children of various ages. And then it comes. She shows us something she found on the World Wide Web, and to be honest, it looks amazing. Not too luxurious, but still very nice. All inclusive. Water park for the kids. Spa center. Whole shebang. Price tag for the family of $7, $35,000. So my husband says that's a lot, but is glad they saved so much to do this. Sister-in-law then goes on, "Oh, we don't. We thought you would be paying as my birthday gift." No! detached from reality do you have to be like $35,000 for my birthday? Bro, no. Like, you don't. Exact. Producer sister just said, no. A $35,000 vacation. You don't get that if you have
insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Woo.
I'm just saying, I've literally priced out how much it would cost for my family to go to Tokyo for a week and a bit, to go to Disneyland Tokyo. We got 5 adults. We're not even close to that. And that's like on the other side of the world. And Disney. What the heck are you doing for $35,000? What even is it? Yeah, Mandalorian, you can take a trip out of my face. Yeah, 100%. How about no? Wow. Oh. People, she just showed us what she was looking at. No, scratch that. She expected me to give $35,000 as a gift for her birthday just because I have money. No! 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 My gosh! Like, ugh. She goes on that I earn enough money and their family, our godson, other nieces and nephews have been promised already, and so forth. Yeah, so they're spreading the wealth with other people because they're trying to help other people.
No, they've already promised their kids that they're going.
Oh, sorry. And the nieces and nephews have been promised already. So they told them that this is happening.
Yeah.
Oh, the audacity. We all sat in stunned silence. Birthday boy and 2 of his sisters even looked up to see what we would say while playing with our little ones. Hubby just started laughing, thinking that it was a joke. Father-in-law just sat there and looked on. And I did a seemingly very good impression of a fish. What, like that face? Or just like mouth open? Oh my gosh. Rando 100%. I would say it sounds like you better start saving. Yeah. No, sister-in-law was dead serious. You have the money. You can just give it. You won't miss it. You don't know that. Okay. This woman has shown her disdain for me and my work many times in a very sweet, passive-aggressive manner, so it's hard to call her out on it. Me and my hubby and even her father still have done so. I just sat there and listened how she widened her eyes trying to look sweet, something she does every time she wants something, and giving all the reasons why we should give the money without counting the voucher we gave her. Then I regained my wits and just say the full sentence, she didn't want to hear. No. But you have the money. I have the money, it's true. So you could pay for it. I could indeed. Oh, that's great. But I won't. Sister-in-law, but we deserve it. No, you don't. No, you do not. Oh my gosh. I hate that line of thinking so much. I'm sorry. Anything that we get is a blessing. It's a blessing. Like, straight up. Like, I feel like the things I have in my life that I've worked for, that I know that a part of it is, I've got it because I worked hard, because I put in the time, because I did all those things. But at the same time, it's also because of blessing. It's being in the right place at the right time. It is luck, and you have to be grateful and humble and understand that you are a blessed person. And I think a part of that is sharing that and all those types of things. But sometimes you work really hard and things don't work out. Sometimes you give things your all and it's not meant to be. And so I really hate that thing of like, well, I deserve it. It's like, well, I hate that line of thinking. It falls apart so quickly and it's so stupid. But we deserve it. You won't miss it. We're family. Yep. And unfortunately, you and I are family now. I love being family of your kids, however. Yeah. Me. Fact, we are indeed family. Fact, we all deserve a nice holiday after the fluff show called COVID. False. I would surely miss it since it won't be in the bank account. Oh my gosh. Sister-in-law and brother-in-law continue to rant about how much they think I should pay for it. What is wrong with you people? Me, listen, you have shown many times you do not respect me or my line of work. And that's the other thing too. If you're going to be demanding money from a line of work, like you're demanding money and then you're shaming the person for what they do to make the money. Do you do that so that you feel better about yourself? You're trying to make them feel bad about the fact that they've found success in whatever it is that they've chosen to build and fight for? That's an interesting idea of living. It's dumb. It's really dumb. Oh, gosh. Okay. Me. Listen, you've shown many times you do not respect me or my line of work. You do not respect the fact that I worked very hard, made sacrifices to earn this money. You do not respect the fact that I have paid off your mortgage, paid for your college education for your kids, and even some money for their own place. You badmouth me, you call me names, and even told people that hubby should divorce me. Sister-in-law is trying so hard to deny it. Brother-in-law calls me a liar. Father-in-law joins in and sides with me. Yay! Thank you, father-in-law. Her own children tell their father that they have heard their own mother say horrible things about me. The kids are the MVPs. The kids are the MVPs. The honesty of the children. Birthday boy even recorded one conversation she had with someone while he was making a TikTok video. Oh my gosh! He showed this. Brother-in-law went mute. Oh my gosh! Oh! Kids are the MVP. Kids are the MVP. Yes, yes, yes. Conversation continues. Sister-in-law notices she won't get the expensive holiday she wanted. Duh. Duh. You got caught in HD, bro. Fine, then don't pay for this holiday. The least you could do is pay for our plane tickets and let us stay at your holiday home favorite destination. Oh, the least you could do. The least you could do. I'm sorry, Mom. The least she could do is not be a bitch. You know, the person that paid off her mortgage and her children's education. Remember, I rented out to a local family for most of the year. Due to COVID, they have had to stay there as they can't / are afraid to travel. Okay.
This is summer 2020.
Yeah, so this is the summer of 2020. So like legit, like there were a lot of things going on that you couldn't just go wherever you wanted. I don't even think we had vaxes yet. So yeah, that was a rough time. Me, not happening. First of all, the family can't leave. Second, you don't get to make demands. The voucher you got has a very generous amount of money on it for you to use the way you please, maybe towards a holiday. Third, we already went on a vacation paid by us / me holiday. So you got a paid holiday already. Yep. Fourth, if you want more money, then get a job that will pay more. You have a degree. Last, you treat me like crap and then still expect me to just hand over my hard-earned money? Sister-in-law starts the waterworks. Oh, stop it. It turns to her father, who completely sided with me. He told her he understood me. He told her he knew how hard I worked and the sacrifices me and hubby made for this. Hubby is pissed. He sees red and tells his sister in no uncertain terms that this will not be happening and how dare they. He tells her that we're leaving. We pack up the kids and go home. Later, we get a call. Mother-in-law has flying monkey tendencies and sister-in-law is her favorite. Oh, okay. I found the golden child and I found the enabler. Found it. She tries the whole spiel on how hard they had it before they came into money. I came into money and helped them, etc. Hubby dealt with her perfectly and she understood after a lengthy conversation. Now here is where I just laugh. Apparently, sister-in-law's kids are pissed that she pulled this stunt and went full rebel mode. We have a great relationship and seemed afraid that this would influence it. Okay. They managed to come by and we had a heart-to-heart. I told them we didn't blame them for the actions of their parents. I explained to them the reasons for not handing out money like that after initial gifts. The youngest seemed to side more with mom and dad, but the rest say they understood. They know their generous college/home funds. I stated to them that we wouldn't want for them to do anything against their parents as they still live there. They stayed for dinner and they went home. As of now, the kids are barely talking to their parents. They still do chores, letting them know things, but that's it. Okay. I mean, if you are setting an example for your children where you're being a liar, you're being a bully, you're being manipulative, and you're being rude, and your kids see that and your kids understand that these people are trying to create a future for myself and my siblings, like they're allowed to have an opinion, they're allowed to have their own opinion. And hopefully they see this as an example of, you know, if you work hard, your dreams can come true, right? And they've been given that opportunity that they can work hard in school and then they can go to school and they can start their lives. So it kind of shows like, who do I want to be more like? My bully mom or my generous aunt?
And it sounds like some of these kids are teenagers.
Yeah. And some of the kids are teens. So it sounds like they've got a good idea of what's going on here. Okay. Flying monkeys in the form of other family members came in. A sister-in-law had sent them messages and called them. A simple Facebook post by Birthday Boy with the video put a stop to that.
Kids are pissed.
The kids, oh my gosh. Sister-in-law and brother-in-law had enormous backlash by the flying monkeys calling them out. They have it uninvited to certain events. We have received apologies from the flying monkeys. So they're not flying monkeys anymore. Stop calling them flying monkeys. They were probably operating under incomplete information. Let's be okay. Okay. Some told me that they had a hard time as they understood both her and me. The only thing that bothers me is the fact that my parents-in-law are caught in the middle, especially my mother-in-law, who is very family oriented. I know some of you might/will wonder why I won't just give the money. One of the reasons is the way I feel she has treated me even before I came into the money. Another reason is that I simply feel uncomfortable just handing out money. I simply ask you to give your opinion in a kindly fashion. Am I the a-hole for not paying? Judge Kim here. You are not. You are not the a-hole. Girl, I am guessing by the time you get through all the college funds, all the vacations, the mortgages you have paid, I am guessing you are probably giving in the 7-figure range. I'm just guessing. You didn't have to do any of that. None of it. You could have kept it completely to yourself. You could have just absolutely flaunted your wealth and ignored every need of the people in your life. But instead, you have chosen to spend the money in a manner that is going to create the potential for generational wealth and provision for the next generation. Whereas it's very clear to me that the way that sister-in-law is thinking is she is thinking in the here and now. She wants the fast, for lack of a better term, I call them like their pleasure purposes, their pleasure purchases. The idea that you want something that's going to make you feel great now. You want something fancy now. You want all of that stuff now. But you want the endorphins, you want the dopamine, you want all that stuff. Whereas if you can have some self-control, and be smart with it, you could potentially have far more of those experiences. My question is the voucher she gave them, right, producer sister?
Yep.
Why would you not be asking her, what did you invest in, hun?
Yeah.
How did you make this happen? Girl, set me up.
Can I take lessons?
Yeah, can you please teach me? What did you do? I would actually almost say that before I'd say I want the kids' education, because I go, no, let me get something started and then we can grow that investment and provide for our own kids. Right? Depending on the payouts. Just take it to the next step. Why would you take one $35,000 vacation if you could set yourself up to have one of those every year for the rest of your life? But you have to be a bit patient.
Maybe gratification.
I'm just saying, teach me, girl. I want to message this girl, be like, yo, what did you do?
She put in the comments that she would not be telling anyone.
Oh, apparently she put in the comments she's not telling anybody. No, I understand, because there's probably, agreements. Work in investments, I'm just saying. It gets complicated. Oh, okay. I think, can we, I'm going to do a poll right now. Is OP original poster the a-hole? Okay. Top, because the top option on the poll is yes, bottom option is no. Is OP the a-hole? Let me know. Let's see how united we are in this. Oh my goodness, Tinkle, thank you so much. You're being very generous today. My goodness. Also, Pearl Jan just came in. Hi, Pearl Jan. We talked about the ornaments at the beginning of the show. You are amazing, and everybody loved it. Can we get some love in the chat for Pearl Jan? Like, just lots of love. So vote in the poll, love, and then we'll keep going, if that's okay with you guys. We're not quite at the halfway point, but yes. But yes, thank you very much, Tinkle. That is so, so generous of you. My goodness. You guys are amazing. The weird thing is, it's not coming through properly on my my StreamYard. That's weird. That's very weird. Okay. But thank you so much. Yes, awesome ornaments, Pearl Jan. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, they're adorable. Everybody loves them. I hope you're feeling the love. All right. Well, somebody answered the top option of saying, yes, she's the a-hole. I would be interested to know why. Okay, here's the thing. I may not agree with you. Oh, sorry, Pearl Jan just said, thank you. I was at work. Love you guys. We love you too. Okay, I may not agree with you. And that's fine. We can disagree with each other. That's life, right? Oh, sorry, someone said by accident it was a mistake. Okay. But in all honesty, though, if you do have an opinion that differs from the majority of people, like, I think I want to be a community that people feel safe enough to be able to explain their side of the story. I really do, because I think we need to, even if we don't necessarily agree with what somebody thinks, it's always good to understand it so we can kind of see where they're coming from. And maybe then in that place, we can find something that we can agree on and then be able to move forward, right? Compromise. All right. Everything all right, producer sister? Oh, okay. Sorry. We still have, my shirt keeps moving. I love these off the shoulder shirts, but they never stay. They don't stay where I want them to. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I just hope, yeah. Exactly, Mandalorian. We can agree to disagree as space angels, nothing but love here. Yes. Except pineapple on pizza. That's, if you're against pineapple on pizza, I'm sorry, you're just incorrect. You're just incorrect. I know we all have different opinions. Calbear, thank you so much for the 4 months. Thank you so much for being such a supportive space angel of just all of this. So appreciated. Said sister-in-law just makes my blood boil.
Get ready.
I have the feeling I am going to hate this woman.
This is a multi-part saga, and we're like on slide 11.
Yeah, I know this is a multi-part saga. We are on slide 11 or 10 right now. Yeah. I have the feeling this is going to get interesting. This is going to be interesting. Alrighty. So this is in August. You paid for them, you pay for us. Long story once more. Okay. I was the one whose sister-in-law demanded I pay for a holiday. Here is part 2. Okay. So sister-in-law was very disappointed and angry that I didn't bow down to her every whim and pay for a holiday. Not just a holiday, a $35,000 holiday. $35,000. I want to know where they were going to go.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know what this was. Like, where even is this? Oh, for those who read the first post, know that I'm well off thanks to hard work and some luck. Boom. We've had some flying monkeys come in because of my sister-in-law. Most backed down and understood where we stood and left us alone. Unfortunately, the whole family of my dear husband now knows that we have a bank account with money on it. Yep. As sister-in-law had called a lot of family members to complain and spill the beans, they began talking amongst themselves and their children. Some of the aunts, uncles, and cousins didn't think it was fair that I paid for some college funds for some children of cousins and that I paid for a family holiday. To note, I only have college funds for the children of cousins who we have a close relationship with. That's about 6 cousins with around 12 kids. So she actually paid for 12 kids. Oh my gosh. I'm in this family for almost 20 years and I only see the majority of the aunts, uncles, and cousins on the yearly/bi-yearly family reunion if everybody comes. I haven't seen some of them in around 5 to 10 years. A couple of days after the fallout with sister-in-law, an aunt and uncle call, something they never do. I put my phone on speaker as I was busy folding the laundry, and they ask how everything is going and how we're holding up during the COVID and such. We exchange some experiences, and they both go like this. This is the start of the convo. Aunt and uncle. Listen, we hear you have some college funds set up for the children of certain cousins. Is that true? Yes, that is true. Is it true you took mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, 1, sister-in-law 2, and family with you on holiday? Yes. You also have a holiday home? Yes. We do, but why do you want and need to know? We never knew you had so much money. Well, a lot of hard work, sacrifices, dedication, and luck were a part of it. Ah, well, you have to pay for our grandchild's college funds as well. And we want to go on holiday with our children too. We deserve it too. No! You don't deserve anything. Anything. What is wrong with these people? You know, also I want to mention something here too. Here's my favorite thing. And this is just kind of like the way that I think about things. Let's say you are in a place where you do need some money. Why is it always immediately give me the money as opposed to could I have a loan? Would I be able to work out something with you with a loan? Because interest rates are insane. I want to be able to send my kid to college. Is there a way we could work out a payment plan of some kind that I'd be able to give this back to you? Why is it an immediate, it's mine? It's mine. It's not, oh my gosh. Okay, so shocked silence. We're family, so you have to pay. Actually, she doesn't. Yes, we want college funds for your 6 grandchildren, each consisting of $800,000 for each child. I'm sorry, what? What? hang on. Producer sister, the accountant in the room. What is 6 times $800,000? They want $4.8 million? You just picked up a phone and were like, I deserve $4.8 million? Plus the house? Oh, babes. This family, just
Divorce, babe, divorce.
just leave them. Just leave them. All these people. All of these people. These are garbage. Throw the whole family away. Absolutely not. We want to have a holiday home like yours, but in location X. We already have the one we want. We'll send you the information, and that goes for our family holiday. We're family, and since you have the money, you can pay for us too. She's not a genie. She's not a genie. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, keep the father-in-law. The rest can go. Like, the ones that are grateful. Fine. The other thing too, sometimes I just want to scream at people that think this way, that don't quite get it. Even if she has like $5 million lying around, do you honestly think that $5 million is sitting in an account that she can just take it out of? Do you honestly think that she has $5 million that is liquid sitting in an account? Newsflash, people that have $5 million do not have it liquid sitting in an account because they're not stupid. You put things in investments. You put things in assets. You put things in funds. You put things in hedges. You put things in all types of different options so that it continues to grow, so you can continue to be generous. If she collapses everything and gives you everything, guess what? She has nothing. This is why, and honestly, to me, sometimes when people say this stuff, I'm like, and this is why you're broke. This is why you're broke, because you have no idea of the way that money works. No concept. Producer sister, am I off?
Yeah.
Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Money builds money.
Money builds money.
All the money.
And if you're going to drain the initial money pool, you have no money. You're literally asking someone that has like worked their whole lives for success to build something to be like, and now you have to give it all to me because I want it. I cannot. Oh, Lacey's like sitting up like, are you okay, Mom? Okay, you're actually getting concerned with me now. Yeah. Okay, Mommy's okay. Mommy's upset about a situation she's not involved with. I'm sorry. Sorry. Carbonized stardust, when you act like the Delulu will become the Trolulu. Wow. Just wow. Oscar, I just saw that you gifted the membership. Thank you so much for that. That is so, so kind of you. I did want to let you guys know, it looks like my StreamYard is not bringing forth any new notifications for me properly for support. So producer sister, yeah, if you can just let me know, because I don't want to miss anybody. But yes, Lacey to the rescue. She just put her head back down. She's like, okay, if you're fine, you're fine. Rando, my reply, sorry you feel that way. Me and my money will not miss you. Bye. Oh gosh. They continue to rant that they deserve it because they're family and family takes care of each other. You can take care of someone for far less than $4.8 million, but okay. And a house, okay? My hubby, meanwhile, had heard everything and was getting angrier. I had pressed the record button halfway through the convo and asked them to repeat their demands. I eventually asked them if they had more to say, which they hadn't. I just flat out said that wasn't going to happen. I think that they might think they're entitled to my money, but they weren't. I quoted the phrase, They and many of the family gave us when hubby and I didn't have the money back when we were in a tight spot because we had a health scare. Oh, we asked every family member if we could borrow some money. See, again, you guys weren't entitled. You weren't entitled. You just knew that you needed help. That's all. Oh. We asked every family member if we could borrow some money and we would pay it back. Only 3 of the 9 aunts and uncles helped us and we paid them back. The quote, "It's your responsibility to have and save money for the care, well-being, and education of your family. If you can't, then you don't deserve them. We won't be giving you any money." Wow. The audacity. Yeah, throw them away. You don't need this. You do not need this. Absolutely not. Stunned silence on their side. I told them to relay the message to the rest and not to call us with such demands. And I hung up the phone. Hubby was very proud. In the weeks that followed, some other aunts, uncles, and cousins called with the same. Only those aunts and uncles who helped us in our time of need told us to say that it is our money and that they have seen plenty of it and don't ask for more. Oh. One cousin called and asked for a certified loan and down payment on a house, something I have agreed to. Exactly. 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 And that's the thing, right? Like, I get it because, I mean, let's be real here. It's hard right now to get enough money for a down payment for a house. It's hard to be in that place, and interest rates are awful, and credit can be difficult due to reasons that have very little to do with you. And if someone can help lift you out of that with the idea that I would assume she probably would have ownership of the asset in some capacity at that point. Producer sister?
Keep reading.
Oh, okay. Okay. They had the majority. Oh my goodness. They had the majority of it saved, but came short of $1,000. They had to pay for it sooner as they could get the house sooner. Just now, I saw that they received the first half of it. That also raised hell. Then, with the aunts and uncles and cousins, we had a Zoom call, and I explained to them the reasons for not doing this. I told them they could always come when they truly needed financial help, but under legal contracts, so that neither party would feel themselves screwed over. Cousin who borrowed the money even showed the certified notarized loan. Most seemed to understand, not entirely happy, but they knew they could come for help. But for some, it wasn't. Then came the cherry on top. I came home last week on a weekday to find lots of parked cars in an otherwise almost empty street. I had to pass my house in order to park somewhere else. Around 15 or 20 of my aunts, uncles, and cousins have gathered in my front yard. So much for social distancing. Afterwards, it was 3 aunts, 3 uncles, and cousins, and their spouses. I parked the car and walked back home. Now, here is something that few people know. I have security cameras all around my home that record sound as well. Another thing that people don't know. Don't mess with me. I am told that my right hook is very painful. So while walking back, I called the non-emergency line of our local police station. I told them the situation and telling them that crap might hit the fan. If they could come and assist if things got out of hand, they would send some cops. And crap hit the fan. The moment I stepped in sight of people, they started screaming, cursing, or telling me to pay up or they will make sure I pay one way or another. All while cornering me. Some poked their finger close to my face and my chest and arms. I told them multiple times to stop what they were doing and leave. Sometime through this, more cops were called by some neighbors as well, and when they arrived, were trying to get to me. Then one uncle made a mistake. He slapped me. A man of 6'3" slapped me, a woman of 5'2", across the face in full view of cops. The crowd went silent as he put his face almost in my face and went on a rant that I had to obey him as one of the elders of the family. All while with his hand raised, he would slap me again. He couldn't continue his rant. I knocked him to the ground. He stayed down, not unconscious, but quite rattled and stunted that I had punched him. I see somebody in the chat that's repeating a message over and over. Please stop doing that. If you do not stop spamming, I will kick you out. That's your warning. One more time and you're out. Nope, you're done.
You're done.
You're out. Bye. Get out. We don't do that here. Sorry about that, guys. They're out. Okay, let's keep going. This was apparently what the cops needed as well. The family members were stunned, and the cops managed to get them away from me. They were pissed. A couple of aunts, uncles, cousins managed to make their run to their car and drive away. The rest got to meet with some very angry cops. Some fines for breaking social distancing rules and the expectation that charges might be pressed against them. To shorten the novel already, I'm fine. I've had some bruised fingers. Uncle had a broken cheekbone. Ooh. And my lovely cameras are now in the hands of the DA. And my other family members have distanced themselves from the crap that happened, as they should.
How are they back?
Different account. Okay. Got another bot in here, guys. I got rid of them. Not cute. On site, they're out. Okay? Okay. Well, guys, I need a minute. My goodness. Are we doing okay out here? You guys all right? Yeah, Emily, yeah. The bots are the aunts and uncles. Yep. I guess it's a compliment. I mean, I guess it means that people think for whatever reason that it's worth that they'll get attention by coming here. So, all right. Okay. To be honest, I feel really crappy. I feel like dividing a family because I just don't hand out money. Hubby says, "Oh my goodness. Really?" I apologize, guys. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, wow. All right. It's okay, guys. Yeah, how many accounts they got? This is interesting. This is fun. Okay, let's keep going. Hubby said that this money is money that I worked hard for, so I get to decide what happens. Still, I'm thinking of setting some college funds aside for the rest of the children. Though I'm doubting that. It would also seem that I don't stand my ground and can be persuaded with violence, threats, and harassment. I'm so sick of it. Edit. To keep myself from repeating, I've pressed charges against my uncle for the little love tap he gave me. Good for you. Thankfully, my uncle has not filed counter charges for the love tap I gave him in return. I mean, that would be self-defense at this point. I can't see how that would go. Producer sister, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see that. That's absolutely ridiculous. I've been told he asked for anger management courses and a psychological evaluation without prompts. His statement is that he got carried away and felt he was being egged on. He also wrote that he was extremely sorry and never meant to hurt me. Never meant to hurt you, but okay. I don't know what to believe. I know this behavior is out of character for him. He and his wife also contacted my lawyer with a written apology already. Okay, that's nice. That's very nice. All those present had to give statements, and one red thread emerged. They were there because the aunt and uncle who called me first, the ones from this post, had said they should all see if they could convince me. As for the charges concerning the others who were present, my lawyer is looking if they can get charges to stick for harassment. He's also looking if the instigators can be charged with a number of things. That guy is having a field day. He loves this. Well, here's the thing too. If you're going to go after somebody that's got money and you want to get the law involved, that's a choice. How do you think that's going to go? You think they got $4.8 million lying around, right? Right? Just saying. Those who were not involved have sent me texts, called and sent me emails telling me they're sorry for this behavior of their spouse/sibling/parent. They have not asked me to drop charges or anything, though, just apologies. Good. All right. Chad, is everything better now?
Yeah.
We're okay? Okay. Alrighty. I'm sorry about that, guys. It's annoying sometimes, but it's probably just a bot being stupid. All right. Let's keep going. 3 years ago, so this is in August of 2020. Update. You paid for them, you pay for us. Short update on my previous post. I also wanted to cover some of the comments without repeating myself. I find it hard to answer to all. I still wanted to thank you for your comments and opinions. I will try to cover everything, and thank you for the awards. Oh, that's nice. I know that some people might think it's fake. That's okay. I still wish it was. What I want to start with is that this behavior is out of character. This is my hubby's family, and they have always been hardworking themselves. Sorry about that. Saved money and family oriented. They did/do not all have jobs that earned a lot. Them not loaning money when we needed it is because they don't like loaning money. They were afraid of not getting it back and they also needed it. However, the comment they made then hurt. Yeah, we talked about it at the time and understood it then and apologized. Also, hubby and I have had strong feelings that the blabbermouth sister-in-law has said some things to them for them to go nuts. At the moment, this is just a hunch, but we will see what time will tell us. So for them to pounce on me like this is not normal behavior for them, but it doesn't change a thing though. No, it doesn't. Since the incident, I have talked to my cousins, aunts, and uncles on the advice of my lawyer. I sent an email that I do not want to be contacted by them at this point, as the visitors might face a lawsuit, as does the little love tap uncle. I gave them contact information of a lawyer if they so wish or need. I asked them to respect this. Yep, that's fair. I also advised the visitors and little love tap uncle to find legal advice due to the circumstances. As of now, they respect this, and we have not received calls, texts, or emails. Only one cousin is in contact with hubby. This is the cousin who has the certified loan, and thus we need to be in contact with each other. Okay. He told hubby that the visitors and little love tap uncle are very ashamed of themselves and realize they've fluffed up enormously. He has heard someone talk about mediation. Little love tap uncle even cried in front of them, a man who never cries. It seems genuine, but I'm cautious. Here's the thing. If they've snapped like that once, they can again. You can be like, somewhat forgiving in a court of law and you show that mercy on record, but that doesn't mean they go back into your life. I would never speak to that man again. That's just me. Producer sister, would you?
Probably not.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah, true colors came out, and I don't like who you are with money, or wanting money, so why would I give you any of it?
Greed.
Yeah, pure greed. I've read the responses, and I don't feel guilty anymore. I'm a person who helps when needed, always have. Yes, you have. You've been incredibly generous. Even when we didn't have a lot of money, people were always welcome to stay for dinner or a night or two to get back on their feet. I've always felt lucky and blessed that I had a roof over my head, 3 meals a day, and clothes on my back. Yes. Hubby and I discussed that we won't be offering any kind of funds for the other family members, their children or grandchildren. However, we are open for certified loans like cousin, but have decided we won't be sharing this view for now. I'm not going to punish people for the actions of their parents/grandparents. Yes. Yep. Some people have said that I should move and change my number. No, I won't do that. I'm not going to move because of what happened. We live in a safe neighborhood with neighbors who take care of each other. Also, as of now, this is an isolated incident. I did block them on my phone and social media. My number is known to many official authorities. And again, this is an isolated incident for the time being. I won't. Hubby chose not to block them, and any contact of them has been through him. In the case they want to message him and say that things could be used in court. He wants to keep tabs on them for as far as that is possible. I am okay with this. All correspondence has been saved. Good. Lawyer and I have a Zoom call planned for the next week. I have let him know what cousin said. He also hopes to have heard something from the DA then. He said that mediation is an option and wouldn't be surprised if the DA would look into this if the visitors and little love tap uncle are open for this idea. There might still be legal consequences for them. He has some ideas, but also depends on the DA and what the visitors and little love tap uncle pled. Lawyer told me that he has had some time to read some of the statements and view parts of the footage. Up until now, their stories are consistent with the footage he's seen. At this point, I want that their actions are recorded somewhere and they have consequences for them. You do not get to threaten me, possibly my family, and harm me without getting your behind kicked at least once. Yes. Yes. Let them be scared crapless at this point. Yep, they should have thought of that before they hit you. Ridiculous. The footage is in the hands of the DA and my lawyer. Also, a neighbor has also recorded what happened, and that is also in the hands of the DA and my lawyer. The neighbor also gave a statement. I also have the footage saved in other places. You never know. Sorry, I just saw Melissa twist at the end. Dear husband has been giving out all her money to his family behind her back. Lol. No, I don't think that's this dear husband. I think we're good. That's why there's the disclaimer at the beginning. This dear husband and that dear husband are not the same. They're not the same. Yeah. I think I said, yeah, the footage saved in other places. You never know. That's good. Neighbors know what happened. I've sent them flowers with an apology for the disturbance. They appreciated the gesture. Neighbors are not afraid, thankfully, and have promised to keep an eye on things. Angel neighbors, really. That's nice. I'm glad. I don't consider myself a hero. I just try to be a decent human being. I don't flaunt the fact that we have money. We live in a normal house in a normal street. We don't wear expensive clothes. The car I bought 10 years ago was brand new then, and the baby is still going strong. It has some dents and scratches on it, but the baby works. I'm not going to buy a new car if this one is still working. Same goes for hubby's car. Kids have their own chores and get pocket money, but if they want something extra, they can do extra chores for spending money. They also have to save part of their pocket money. We want to teach them the value of money. The eldest realizes that we have a filled bank account, but has also seen what it has cost. Kiddos want to switch at the moment, so they're saving their money for that. We will pay for a certain amount, and the rest they will have to get for themselves. So we just try to be an average family. I hope I've covered all the comments and questions. Thanks again for reading. Oh, wow. Okay. That's scary. That's like really scary. Oh my goodness. We doing okay out there? You guys doing all right? I'm going to end the poll. 22% of you said that she's the a-hole. Do you still feel that way after they attacked her? But I think the majority of us are in the no. No, I think we would all very much want to be friends with this woman. And not for what we could get from her, but because she seems like a very kind person, very generous person, a very good person. Wow. All right. December 8th, 2020. And more family came out of the woodwork. I thought to give a little info about the current goings on here. Okay, so we are now getting names for everyone. So the cast is Little Love Tap Uncle, who's the one who slapped me. The visitors are the aunts, uncles, and cousins who came to try to persuade me to give them money. Lawyer, our lovely lawyer. Blabbermouth is the sister-in-law who couldn't keep her mouth shut and blabbed all kinds of things to the family. Yep, I don't like Blabbermouth. Blabbermouth can go suck it. Certified loan cousin, the cousin who asked and got a certified loan, he has paid it back since. Good cousin. First, I'm dealing with some health issues, not COVID related, thankfully, but I will need some surgery. Okay. There will be a lawsuit against Little Love Tap Uncle and the visitors. When? Date is set for January. At this point, let's hope it doesn't get postponed. Hubby and I have written a letter that our lawyer could read in court in case we won't be able to be there, either in person or on a video call. I wouldn't go. I would stay back. I'm not putting myself in a room with those people. Absolutely not. Wow. Okay. Blabbermouth's role is becoming clearer, but since we don't have the full picture yet, I will update later. Little Love Tap Uncle had a minor fracture in his cheekbone, apparently. Nothing major, and he didn't need any surgery. Okay. Play stupid games. Hubby lawyer and I have had some good and honest conversations about my own behavior. Lawyer is a friend I know from way back, and he says, although I am quite a gentle soul, I can be a strict, direct, and have a no nonsense attitude. I have always been family oriented and wanted to help others. Unfortunately, this has proven to be my downfall. Lawyer and hubby agree that I can be no more nonsense and stricter when it comes to family as well. I recognize this. I tend to sweep things under the rug because family. Stupid, stupid me. Since then, I get great feedback from both of them and have sought out a therapist who says I've made some improvements. That's good. Wow. Since the visit, hubby and I have been contacted by many family members from his side, mostly to ask questions about as they just heard on one side of the story of things that were unclear to them. Some of them were understanding about the situation. They were honest that they felt left out. As the one cousin said, to be honest, I would not have thought either of you, I would not have thought of you either if something like this would have happened to me. They repeated they would appreciate any gesture, but it was not in their money. It was not their money to decide. I'm sorry, my eyes are going a little cross-eyed. I apologize. Unfortunately, there were some family members who came to the defense of the visitors and said, what's the big deal? I had plenty of money. Just share it as you won't miss it. If you think someone won't miss $5 million when it comes to their portfolio, you're out of your mind. That is absolute lunacy. Absolute lunacy. Wow. They've been sending us messages on a daily basis. Hello, harassment charges, telling us that we're selfish people and that families should share when good luck came their way. They did. They did share. Then one day we received a request for a Zoom call from a cousin who had not spoken to us at all. We accepted, only to find out that it was the virtual ambush of the visit. Oh my gosh. Some family members had gathered online from their separate homes to talk to us. They got 2 minutes before I made it clear I wanted to say something. Me. I want to say something. People. Okay. So you want us to share the money? People. Yes, a lot of behind kissing comments like, really, you're the best? Me. First, I want $2,000 from each of you. People cry in outrage. Loads and loads of comments, and then one said the magical words, why would I give you that amount of money? Me and my partner work hard for the money. How can you just demand that amount? You can't do that. We work hard for that money. So do we. What makes you think that then that you can make the same demands of us and expect us to give in to them? I will be honest, I loved the embarrassment and the silence that followed. Certified loan cousin was a part of it and said that when he heard about it, he called for a certified loan for the down payment of his home. He then went on about the terms of the loan and that according to the lawyer, he had asked for a review and it was a good document. Strict yes, but it was protected on both sides. It was $1,000. Hubby and I did tell them that the certified loan was given because he asked for it nicely and agreed to a certified loan. One of them asked if we would do it again. We told them point blank that if they would want to borrow money, we wouldn't be sure to agree to it because of a couple of things. 1A, they behaved like entitled people and treated us like crap. That's it. That's all that really needs to be said. Let's be real. 1B, you don't get to treat people like this and then go kissing their behind the moment you want something. Yep, 1C, they all have jobs. Save for it if it's something that is considered a luxury. 2, the circumstances might change, so maybe we would not even be able to help. 3, if, and that's a big if, we decide to help out, we would want to make the most minuscule detail we would want the most minuscule details about what the money is needed for, and they would have to agree to a certified loan. Most people back out as they don't want strings attached or a claim made on their car slash home, etc. It was very silent for a while. Yeah. I told them that I had a good idea. I told them that I had a good idea they wanted money because they wanted a more luxurious car or remodeled kitchen, bathroom, or whatever in the house while it was still working and no hazard in need of replacing. Maybe they wanted to buy a fancy item that they coveted for a while or a game console for their kids. Save up for it. More silence and embarrassing shifting on their part. Hubby told them to stop harassing us. We were being blamed for tearing the family apart, but their own greed was doing that. Up until now, there were no problems and we all went along just fine. Now money comes in the picture and almost everyone changes into the money-hungry morons. Yep, his words. And he became very emotional and said that this wasn't his family that he grew up with and he hated to see them change, that they changed so much. Then the apologies came from some of them. We then left the Zoom meeting telling them we only wanted to hear from them if they came with an apology first and not to contact us as we needed space. Some have texted us those apologies and husband had some phone conversations with them. Others have not changed their status from money hungry moron and kept texting us wailing about the stories of how much they need slash deserve money. One cousin even texted me saying that I deserved the slap in the face. Wow. I was not blood, and therefore I should just bow to the will of the family. Excuse you? He even told hubby to get his wife back under control and be a good family member. Oh, throw them away. Throw them away. All the way away. Away, way, way. Oh, wow. Wow. He keeps harassing us and made some comments that hint on me being hit again. I simply said if he had talked to little love tap uncle and how his broken cheekbone felt. Those comments stopped, and the certified loan cousin told me that he suspects that cousin didn't want to meet my first right fist as cousin talked to him about it, and they had been hinting at something along those lines. Okay. Every text is saved and go into a big, big USB flash drive for the lawyer to get started on some nice cease and desist letters, as some may know them. Little love, tap uncle, and visitors have stopped contact when asked and advised to. So that was the update up until this point. On a positive note, certified loan cousin and his girlfriend had bought the house, and when it was done, we were invited to visit it, mask wearing and keeping distance. They turned the house into a home. It was good to see the pride and joy coming from them. And that is part 1. Oh my goodness. Amanda Lorian, you called it. That is so scary. This is why people don't tell anybody about money. This is why people, when they get money, they disappear. Straight up. Because people are horrible. I don't understand why people can't just be happy for other people when good things happen, you know? Like, I don't understand why you can't be like, you can't acknowledge that they've worked so hard, that something good happened, and just be happy for them. Even from like a selfish perspective, what do you think people are going to do if you show up at their house, you corner them, you slap them in the face? You think they're going to pay you? Like, how dumb are you? They can afford a better lawyer than you. You moron? Like, I don't understand this. I do not understand it. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to do the poll again. Is OP the a-hole is the question. The top option is yes. They are the jerk. They are the a-hole. They are the one in the wrong. And the bottom option is no, they are not in the wrong. I know it's hard to see right now with the way that the app is at some points, but oh. Wow. Lulu's mom, money is the root of all evil. I will gladly remain grounded and normal. Yeah. More money, more problems sometimes, eh? Gosh, yeah. Mandalorian people suck. Yep. Chris Barber said, my mom's family used to ask her for money all the time. She stopped speaking to them. Yeah. Jackie Swan, I come from a huge family, and I can say with pride, not one of them would behave like that, regardless of how much money I have. I hope that is, I'm sure that is true, that you know them. It's so sad. Average Supreme, my jaw has been on the floor for half of the story. Yeah, pretty much. Are we like fish? Like she said, I was like a fish? Or is she like this?
Haven't even hit the truly crazy stuff yet, guys.
Yeah, producer sister just said we haven't even hit the crazy yet, which is really scary.
Honest to goodness, like, we have not hit the crazy.
Oh, gosh. The bot is voting lol. I mean, probably. It's funny. Sister-in-law is Jamie Lynn. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Alrighty. Just double checking. Now I want to make sure, have I missed any support? I think I'm up to date. Last thing was Oscar, right?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So does that mean we've had 26 gifted memberships today?
Correct.
Which is incredible. Thank you so much, everybody, for your generosity. It's awesome to have people join us. I'm so happy to see that. I am. Oh, please. Karen L just said, please take one vote away from the top. Okay. It's fine. Well, I mean, even at that, though, the poll percentage has definitely changed. We're definitely all more in the family sucks. Family sucks. OP doesn't suck. We're team OP. Oh, thank you, General Scott, for the hippo super sticker. The one up. Chomp chomp. Nom nom nom. They're so funny. Actually, Rando, yeah, you should say this. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button. Please do. Please hit the like button. I would appreciate that. Make sure you're subbed, all that good stuff. Good times. Oh, Lulu's mom just said, what the heck? Much love. I'll jump in. Aw. Thank you, Lulu's mom. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. Thank you for supporting. It's so, so kind of you. That's amazing. Oh, my goodness. And King Bob, thank you for bringing our count to 27, as you just said. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. That is so kind of you. I very, very much appreciate it. And yeah, 27, not a bad day. I'm happy to see that. Yeah, Lulu's mom, this was a good story. I think it's going to continue. We've got quite a bit. We've got years of drama ahead, which is terrifying. But, I think we're all learning.
Court takes time.
Yeah, court takes time.
This is not the only court case.
Producer sister just said, court takes time, and this is not the only court case. Oh, my goodness. No good deed goes unpunished, eh? Jackie Swan gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. My goodness, that brings us up to 32, if I'm doing my math right. Hope we're doing my math right. Yep, that's good. Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. That's amazing. It's amazing. Rando from Iowa just said, it's so sad OP can't just enjoy the generosity she so graciously gave out and has to defend her own money against these monsters. Yep. And to me, it just really shows me a lot of the time how many people don't understand the way that money works. We all need to be more financially literate. I think no matter how much you know, you can always learn more. Just to be real, like for real. But it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to be so mean and awful. And it really shows your true colors sometimes, really, really does. Some of the most amazing people I've ever met have been wealthy, and some of the worst people I've ever met have been wealthy. I've met both. And
It just brings out who you really are.
it does. It brings out who you really are. I don't think necessarily that money is the root of all evil as much as I think that money is what exposes who you really are. You know, when you have the world at your feet and you can do anything you want, what you choose to do says a lot about you. So the fact that the first thing that she thought of was, you know, I'm going to protect my own family first, which is a good thing to do. And then I'm going to try to help people in my extended family ensure that the next generation is taken care of, you know, have that legacy left, but also just, you know, help give kids a good shot because, you know, when you've struggled, like probably the way that OP has struggled with years and years and years of sacrifice, you know, as much as that sacrifice teaches you things, you don't necessarily, sometimes it's really cruel. It can be really cruel, and you don't necessarily want that for everybody. And if people can be wise and grateful and all those types of things, then sure, help them out. Give them the bone. Give them a chance. Chances are you probably had somebody give you a chance, and that's part of why you were able to be successful, right? But, oh, Carbonized Stardust says this channel really makes me believe in humanity again. I usually prefer animals to humans at this point. Don't blame you. I'm kind of similar, to be honest with you. Bernice, you're already in for an hour, so I missed what you're talking about. I'm sorry to hear that. If you want to watch it on the replay, I will have timestamps so you can jump to the place that you wish to watch. You know I like odd numbers. Yes, King Bob, I know you do. I know you do. It's funny. Chris Barber, I talk to my dog more than I talk to humans. Yep. Oh, Mandalorian, thank you for the stream. Really needed it to get out of my head. It's been a long weekend. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I'm glad you had fun today. It's good. It's good. Just double checking. Pearl Jan, there are Delulu family members out there. When my dad passed away, one of his nieces after his wake asked if he could get his she could get his SUV. Oh man. Wow. Come on. It's barely in the ground. Oh, that's gross. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's awful. Oh. Yeah, Rando from Iowa. OP is an amazing person, and I hope they know that now. Me too. Me too. I think it sounds like Reddit's been very like very encouraging to her at this point based on what we've seen. So I hope that she knows. Yeah. Yep, Kyle, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Those family members are awful. Yep, 100%. 100%. Oh, Marion said, thanks for the stream. Always makes my day. Thank you for being here. The fact that you guys choose us when you could choose anything else always makes my day, and I very much appreciate it. Melissa Smith, the one Friends episode when Phoebe, Joey, and Rachel have to talk to Ross, Monica, and Chandler about their differences in income, lifestyle, respectful combo in that one. 100%. I think that was fair. Honestly, I do. It was kind of insensitive what Phoebe, Joey, and it's right. What Ross and Monica and Chandler were doing was a bit disrespectful. It was very, they weren't thinking outside of themselves, and that really sucks. And I don't know. I kind of feel like the OP, I feel like if she was like, hey, let's go out to dinner for a birthday, she would be paying for everyone. Yeah. Like, that's just the way she rolls. That's how I feel. Whereas, like, I feel like maybe Ross, Monica, and Chandler could have taken that a little bit more. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
We have that at work all the time. People would pick restaurants for us to go for lunch, and half the office can't afford that.
Yeah, producer sister was just saying back when she had her previous job, it was always a thing that the people that made more money would pick these really expensive restaurants for everybody to go to that they'd have to pay for, and then the lower staff couldn't afford it. It's really sad, and it's like you have to be considerate of that. But at the same time, I don't feel like she was waving wealth in anybody's face. She wasn't trying to be rude. She was trying to help people, right? Really, really sad. Really sad. Go King Bob, thank you for the other gifted membership. Now we have 28. Now we're at 28, right? Are we 28? Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. It's so kind of you. Uh, Katie R74, thank you for the great stream. Didn't have the energy to comment like normal, but thank you for the distraction. I hope you feel better soon, and whatever's going on gets better. And I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing okay, and I hope you enjoyed today and you were able to laugh and stuff. It's good. Tyranna, $5. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I see it. It is hype, hype, hype. Oh my gosh, seriously?
I just put them in timeout.
Wow. The spammer came back. Oh, do you feel like you got attention today? Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, average supreme. Kim, the audacity of this family is crazy. I get uncomfortable just asking my mom and dad for help with something. I know, right? Where do people get this, like, the gall? It's insane. Oh, where is it? Yeah. Luminix, I can't understand that level of shameless. Neither can I. Neither can I. My goodness. Robin DL, thank you for 11 months of being a space angel. That is so incredible. Love, love, love this channel. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for your love and your support as always. My goodness. Let me see here. Just catching up here. Lisa Boo, member for 7 months. That is so, again, amazing. Thank you so much for 7 months of supporting me. I see you here all the time. Thank you so much for your support and your love as always. I so, so, so appreciate it. Just trying to catch up with everybody. Do, do, do. King Bob, you mean I made it even? I thought I made it odd. I guess I have to live with it. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much. Well, you guys, I think we are in our wind down time. We've been going for over 2 hours, which I think is pretty good. Just double checking here. Oh my goodness. So if now is the time, any last minute stuff you want to send in, any questions, whatever, we can talk for like another 10 minutes or so. I'm down for that if you guys want to stay. Unless producer sister, do you need to go? You okay? Okay, couple minutes, yeah. Where is it? General Scott, when my dad died on Thursday, I'm so sorry for your loss. I don't know when it happened, but I'm sorry. It's always difficult to lose someone so close in your family like that. He died on a Thursday and his wake was on a Saturday. My ex-step family had his entire garage / 2-story building emptied that Friday. Ex-stepmom cut the kids out of the will behind his back too. Oh, that is wild. That is insane. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. That's horrible. We're all like, "Oh my gosh, General Scott, that's awful." 2014. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love one thing that Swoop, um Mama Swoop says in a lot of her videos when she talks about passing, losing people. I love one thing she says, and I kind of want to like, I kind of want to like make my own thing of it, but I love the sentiment behind it. Is I hope that their memory becomes a blessing in your life, and I love that because I think sometimes that's the goal too. That like you can get to a point where there is joy, there is happiness, as opposed to the loss. So, yeah, swoop love, swoop, 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 swoop. I need to catch up. I haven't watched the last 2 from her. I've been like drowning in other stuff, so I need to do that. Where is it? Oh, Megas, this is Megan from the PayPal at the beginning of the stream. Thank you so much. I'm all in on the saga to see what happens. I'm someone that doesn't have the money, but come by and you'll be fed, that kind of thing. Exactly. Yep. And that's the thing. There's generosity in different ways. And yeah, let me look here, make sure we're all good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, those docs are wild. KDR's 94. OMG, watch them. I know. I need to catch up. I know. She always brings the quality. She's great. General Scott just said we think she unalived him. Oh gosh. passed extremely suddenly. Her brother was a county sheriff and his wife was at the county justice. Oh my goodness. Do you think there was a possibility of an investigation? Nope. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. Oh, Terry said, "Are you aware you're having audio issues? It freezes and breaks up. Is anybody else having that experience? Producer sister, are we good on your end?"
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Not sure. Sometimes it can be like depending on internets. I have to tell you guys, producer sister and I, was it last week?
Yeah.
Last week we went to the okay, occasionally. All right. Well, there might be occasionally, unfortunately. It be what it be. But we live in an area that doesn't have all of the internet services that surrounding areas do. It's an infrastructure thing. And so we went in and we talked to them to see what options we had and we upped our internet. I think we now have the highest package, I would assume,
Yeah.
at this point. So we're supposed to have the best internet we can possibly have. If it's still bad, then I guess I'm gonna have to move. Like, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to move. I don't want to move. Ew. I hate it so much. Very few things in life I hate more than moving. It's awful. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah. Kyle, on the rare occasion, but house internet gets derpy sometimes. Yep. Yep, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. Okay. Well, I think we are all caught up. And we are good. Lulu's mom. Give us in Sasquatch County. I'm in Swamp Thing country. We're lucky we can communicate, period. Oh gosh, I wouldn't say I'm in Sasquatch count country, but I mean, it be what it be. It be what it be. Pardon? We have a stop sign. What producer sister just said. That pretty much sums it up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, guys, I think we're gonna wind down. We've been going for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Oh gosh, Carbonite Stardust. I'm in Tundra Witch territory. Wi-Fi is bad. Without Starlink, we have nada. Yep. Sometimes it do be like that. It do be like that. I hope in the coming years, like it'll become a lot easier. Um, you know, that it won't be as hard to get internet in more remote areas. And I wouldn't say I'm in a remote area, but you know, sometimes it's just you have companies, they can only put in so much infrastructure that time allows. They're going to go to places where there are more people so that they can get more money. I completely get it, right? It be what it be. Alrighty. Okay. I am going to wind down this stream. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I so appreciate it. As always, I'm going to ask if you would please, I see there's 134 of you here. If you reload this page when it's done, and the stream is done, and leave a comment, that helps me out so much, and it really tells YouTube that this video is also interacted with as a video as opposed to just being a stream. Helps me out incredibly. It is free to do, and I would so much appreciate it if you would do that. Also, please consider, speaking of free, subscribing, liking this video. Really helps out my channel, allows me to keep doing this, and I love to do it, and I want to keep doing it. I want to be with you guys for a long time. So all that type of stuff really, really helps. I'm going to play the outro. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I will see you all Wednesday if all goes according to plan. And much love. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye.